everyone. I just did the Gemini birthday zodiac for my members, and I wanted to do a quick everyone reading. So I hope this helps. It kind of gives you a little bit of a preview of what it is that I do. So if you're interested in the memberships, then go look at them in my website. But with a new moon in a couple days, we're just transitioning into some different things. We've got planetary stuff going on. The energies, I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to do like a for everyone kind of reading. So bear with me. We've got the Page of Wands that popped out. There is going to be a lot of information, a lot of messages, a lot of movement happening soon. It's not going to seem big because pages are not big, but it's going to last for a while. So whatever's coming in right now, please pay attention to it. Please make sure you acknowledge it because it can have a lot to do with your happiness and choices. See, I do feel like a lot of messages, and you know, it's going to be a time of, we've been building up into this time, because if you've been keeping up with, you know, the readings and things, the energies updates that I've been doing, if you remember, we talk a lot about that you know, the planning stage of the energies a few months ago, things starting to kind of build up now. Now we're going to start seeing a lot more happening, and we're going to be pushed to take action, and the people around us are going to be pushed, because if we're being pushed, they're being pushed. So just know that if you've been working towards something, if you've been trying to manifest something, it's really starting to come to. So whether that's work, whether that's romance, whether that's health, whatever in your life that you know, because this is a collective reading, which means it's for everyone. Whatever it is in your life that you're kind of like, okay, I'm working towards that, just know that, you know, that's gonna, yeah, there's a lot of good emotional stuff here, but you're kind of, yeah, I like these energies. So okay, Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck here, action again. But it's that with the Queen of Wands, we're taking that action from this place of just knowing. Everybody has feminine and masculine energy. So whether you're female or male, you have masculine and feminine energy. So approaching your actions from this place of, you know, softness, of vulnerability, of kind of knowing. A King of Wands, for example, would just charge in, do it. It's my way or the highway. I know. And not to say that that's a negative thing. Sometimes you need that action, but right now, in the ways things are playing out, it's gonna need that soft approach, whether you're male or female, a soft approach. And know that somebody coming into your life with a situation, they're not just gonna come in charging. If it's gonna be a soft approach. Even if you're expecting something big to happen, it might not be as big as you think. They might approach it very slowly. Just know that, because what's passing, we have the World card. So we've all kind of gone through this cycle, whatever in our lives, whether it's with work, like I said, there's been a cycle, and it's a major card, so there's a major life change. There's been some changes internally, externally, however it is that it's affected you. And we've really need to look at that. We need to look at that. We need to know, like, okay, I'm letting go of some things, and I'm putting, and now you're kind of finally at that 10 of Wands, I'm putting down the burdens that I don't need anymore. The thoughts, the beliefs, the people, the things, the places, whatever it is for you, I'm putting down the burdens right now so that I can receive joy, good news, happiness, you know, in an existing relationship, in a new relationship, in a job, in anything in your life that you've been kind of like, I need to approach things a little bit more care. I need to look at my feelings. How do I feel about this? So there's a lot of cups here. So we're going to be in our feels, which makes sense, because when you've kind of finally gotten to a place where everything kind of comes to a head, for action, you have to know how you feel about it before you can act on it. So right now it's knowing what to put down. The Ten of Wands is you've got too much on your plate, you're doing too much, there's too much going on, too many thoughts, too many too many things going on, and you need to put down the things that don't serve you. We as a society take on so much because we feel like we're not good enough if we don't say yes to everything, if we don't just do everything we're supposed to do, if we don't. So it sometimes blocks the flow of something good in our lives because we're so busy doing everything else for everything else in our lives that it blocks the things that really will benefit us, that might have something really good to offer us, for ourselves, for our growth. We've told ourselves a story, we've kind of gotten on a on a path, on a routine, and we stick to it. And sometimes we don't stop to go, okay, what doesn't serve me anymore? What can I put down? Because I keep taking on more, but I'm not putting anything down. So it's really that time to be like, okay, what can I put down right now? And again, this is about the next month or so. If we go into summer solstice is about when this all, and again, it's whenever you see this, but the energies I'm intending are for about till then, especially with everything that I'm seeing here. It's almost about going into the summertime. So just pay attention to that. Pay attention to what you need to put down right now, the burdens that you need to put down, because that self-love, that self-care is so important. Whether you're a guy or girl or, you know, whatever energy you're in, this came out twice in the Gemini reading. So the Tower. Two things could be happening here with the Tower, and I right away kind of picked up on it. You might be having a Tower moment, like something that's really shaking up your foundation and kind of having that like just Towers can be good or bad. They're positive or negative depending on the Tower moment, meaning a car accident is a Tower moment, somebody breaking into your home is a Tower moment, a breakup is a Tower moment, losing someone is a Tower moment. There are things in your life that happen that are out of your control that reshape everything. A raise is a Tower moment, an unexpected raise or an unexpected win on something, or if you find, you know, some money, or, you know, if you win an award. Those are all good Tower moments. They change something in your life. You've been giving something that you didn't expect. So Tower moments can be good and bad. What burdens are you carrying to either create a negative Tower moment, positive Tower moment? What needs to shake up? What needs to change within you to really bring in this Knight of Cups? This Knight of Cups is good news. It's communication. It's good news that makes you happy. So whether it's work, romance, life, an opportunity, just friendship, like something you've been waiting for that makes you happy, a message that makes you happy, it's almost like you're blocking it. We're blocking our own some good stuff from coming in because of how much we've taken on. And then the universe goes, okay, we need you to have this, so we're gonna do a Tower moment. So what have you been, you know, do you need a reward, or do you need to kind of get shook up? So not trying to scare anybody. I'm not saying that you're gonna have a car accident or any of that stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that. I was just giving examples of what those are, saying that they internally change something for you majorly. I'm not saying that something like that is happening or going to happen. I'm just saying you're taking on too much and it's blocking you from having something positive come in that you want. It doesn't mean that you don't have positive things. I have to keep doing the disclaimers because it's like it has to resonate with everybody that's watching. So protection, you and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Thank you, universe, for confirming that. I'm not saying something bad's gonna happen to you. I'm just saying Tower moments come to shake you up. You are protected though, so put down the burdens of the things that you don't want. There you go. Thank you. what's coming in your future is good. It's positive. It's the Ace of Cups. So it's a new emotional beginning. It's a new fulfillment. So like I said, about summertime, when things are starting to warm up, heat up, you're going to be in this like happy, good mood. And you're going to be in this space of, I want something new. I want to feel better. I want to feel good. I've gone through all this stuff, but you can't have that new thing. You cannot add anything new to your plate unless you put something else down. There you go. Clear as day message. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So you are manifesting abundance. Abundance is enough of everything. You can have that, and you just have to know that you can't overdo it. You're limitless. You can have everything, but that doesn't mean that you can take on everything and not burden yourself. So if there's something that's not serving you anymore, that you've kind of done enough for, know that you can put that down so that you can create more abundance. You create something new. You have to make space for the things that are meant for you. Win or lose, don't self-sabotage again. Yeah, really resonates with the reading I just did. Different decks, different cards, different decks, same cards coming out. Don't self-sabotage. Win or lose, that's like a card of, well, Daisy, I hear you, but I can still get everything that I want and keep everything that I've got going on. I can have it all. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But the universe, the message, I'm the messenger, is saying you're burdened. There's too much on your plate. You cannot have more put on your plate without putting something down, because it benefits you to do so. If it did not benefit you to put something down, the universe would not send you the message to put something down. It'd say, hey, you got this. You can handle it all. The message is, you got too much. Whether it's even like you are overthinking about, a burden can be, I have this specific goal and that's the only thing and I can't think differently. That's a burden you're carrying with you. Maybe it's time to think differently, or look at your future differently, or look at your goals differently. That's a burden that you carry with you. So you can't create new ideas for abundance or new ways to do something if you're carrying the old ways with you. Those two things can't exist. You have to go, okay, I used to believe this. I used to think, oh, for me to make money, I have to go to a 9 to 5. This is all I can do. I have to work hard. I'll get a raise. And then now you're like, but I have this business idea. You have to get to a point where one has to take over. You can't have both. So I hope that made sense, because I don't even know where that just came from. So for anybody out there who's like, okay, I think I can do this myself, or I can go on my own, there's going to be a transition where you put down the 9 to 5 to transition into your own thing. It might be your own 9 to 5, but you might have an idea of doing it differently. You can't have both. You can't work 2 9 to 5s. So I think that's how they're trying to make me make a point. You can't have 2 9 to 5s. Just like you can't, it's almost like you can't have a lot of people think they can have 2 relationships, but you really can't, because you're not giving everything to one thing. If that makes sense. That's the point they're trying to make me. I don't even know if you guys are watching this, then I decided, yeah, I'm going to post this and everybody's just going to have to hear it. So, I don't know. 9 of Cups, which is one of the outcomes. So for you to have your wish fulfillment, for you to have your happiness, your abundance, yeah, you're going to have to create something new. A new way of thinking, a new way of feeling, a new way of doing. Something new is going to come in so that you can have your wish fulfilled, which is one of your outcomes. The other one is charging forward without thinking. It's the Knight of Swords. It's like, I'm just charging ahead. I'm coming in, things coming in fast, but they just die as fast as they come in. So knowing what you want and putting down the burdens that you can put down, creating this abundance, creating this new way of moving forward happily with your decisions, seeing things differently, unbinding yourself. Because right now you're just kind of bound to something. It's the devil card. You're bound to an old way of thinking. You're bound to an old situation. You're bound to a belief that you have, or a way you do something, or an addiction or something. That's the devil card. That's the meaning. And I'm reading for a lot of people, so I have to cover all the bases. But you cannot have happiness and abundance in your life if something else is controlling you. You can have the image of having that. You can have the thought and maybe the idea that you might be happy, that you might be fulfilled. But if there's an energy in your life that keeps you bound to something, you're not free. We all have it in different ways. Like I said, different ways. You can be a workaholic, you can be an alcoholic, you can be a relationship-aholic. I mean, there's all different things that bind us. You can be stuck in a negative cycle of work, of relationship, of how you do something, of how you know, your relationship with your kids or your parents. Like, if the cycle continues, you're bound to it. You are a prisoner of it. And that's something major right now that we all have to look at. What are we bound to? An example would be, okay, relationships are only this way, and this is how I think, and this is just how I am. I'm going to keep attracting that. So my job just, I'm just so unhappy at my job. I can't get anything. That's what you're going to keep attracting. So just know that right now it's time for you to kind of look at the things that are binding you to the energy that you're at. I love this. Strength and the 5 of fire, the 5 of wands. So there's going to be a battle. There's going to be, this 5 of wands is competition. It's battling. It's conflict. There's a conflict and strength. You have to have the courage to fight yourself against the thing that is binding you. You have to fight. Like, you have to fight it. You have to have the courage and the strength and the ability to kind of go, okay, I'm going in. This is gonna be a fight. It's gonna be hard, whether it's internal or external. I mean, you don't have to go physically fight somebody, but you have to go, okay, this is my boundary. I'm not doing this anymore. And it's gonna be a battle that you have to be strong enough to fight. This is a lot going on in a short period of time. But like I said, if it's internal, you can kind of have that battle with yourself going, okay, yeah, I have been bound to this. I can change, because you want that stability, the thing that other people see about what's happening. And just be aware of the fact that you want that stability. Deep down, you just want things to start going smoothly in whatever part of your life that I'm talking, that this is resonating with, okay? If it's relationship, if it's work, if it's home life, I just want things to just get, like, can we just have this be good? Can I have something good come in, please? Can I just have one good news? And the 9 of Pentacles knights are messengers, and it is a message of stability. It's slow. It's been coming in slow. It's something that you've been, it's a seed that was planted a long time ago that finally kind of starts coming to fruition. And that's abundance. That's when we work. Pride. I can't make this stuff up. This came out in the Gemini reading too. And I just shuffle. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Again, this energy right now, and like I said, this is Gemini season, so everybody's going to be affected by this, and I'm not surprised that we have repeat cards. And denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I acknowledge my fear. What are you afraid of letting go? What are you afraid is going to happen if you are strong enough to let go of the thing that's not okay for you? Because when you love yourself and you see yourself in everyone, it's okay to go, hey, this is not healthy for me. And if this is not healthy for me, it's not healthy for the people around me. I can change this and I deserve better. And the thing that you're most afraid of right now is taking charge of your own life or having somebody else control you. There's a lot of energy here about you feeling like you don't have control of what you need to do because you've handed that control over to something else in your life. Well, you can start taking the actions and the step towards being like, okay, I can be more in control. Because when you, whoa, also be careful not to feel like, but if I'm in control, then I'm accountable for my own actions. And I don't want to be, because then I can blame someone else. Wow. You can't blame anybody else for your own actions. You can't blame anybody else for your circumstances. You are responsible. You are responsible for yourself. Every person is responsible for themselves because of the choices they've made. That's how you get to your wish fulfilled, is when you acknowledge and you go, this is who I am. I'm not self-sabotaging anymore. I'm not handing my power to somebody else anymore. Yes, I can acknowledge that I'm bound to these negative things, but I'm going to start working towards what I want, and I'm not going to take hasty actions. I'm not going to create this energy where I just rush in, don't think about the circumstances or the outcome. Start really thinking about what it is that your wish fulfilled looks like, especially in the new moon coming in a couple days. What do you want to draw into you? What does that look like? What does that feel like? That's when you can start being more yourself. That's what my readings are about. They're not, you have free will. You can do whatever you want. And the energy right now is ripe for you to acknowledge where you've been self-sabotaging, where you've given your control up to something else, where fear has kind of taken over and your pride has taken over. Because when you're proud, in that sense of my pride, you're not loving yourself and you're not loving the people around you. You kind of dug your heels in and you're not seeing that you're protected to take accountability for your feelings, for seeing how do I feel about this so I can take the right actions towards the thing that I want. Because this is going to be a happy summer. This is going to be a good summer for you. It can be if you choose. We all have free will. Again, I'm going to say that. And I know this is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I'm going to drive this one home because I'm giving this one to everyone. Look in your life, in every aspect. Is it a relationship, friendship, work, whatever? It starts with you. Look at everything around you. Where have you allowed things to be a certain way? Where have you made the choices? Where has your free will kind of led you? Okay? We miss opportunity sometimes because we're so stuck in a way of this is just how it is, because we've given up our power, our self-power, to something else. I think the next month or so, everybody's going to be looking at, okay, what does my happiness look like? And some of you are going to come to this realization that, wow, I've kind of given that up for all these things that have bound me. And I think I'm ready to kind of start fighting. And that fight's going to start internally. That strength that you need, the courage you need, is going to start internally. And then it will kind of resolve itself externally. And some of you are going to just surrender to this. And that's free will. You can say, well, I like that she picked up on that energy, but I can't do anything about this. Or I'll get to it when this happens, or, and that work, the seed, if you didn't plant it a while ago, it needs to be planted now. Doesn't mean that you have to change your life tomorrow, but it means that you have to acknowledge where the things in your life aren't good and where are you going to start now, so that tomorrow comes, you're there, you're strong enough, you acknowledge it, you see yourself and everyone in yourself, and you have that self-love to be able to go, okay, this is not healthy for me, this is not healthy for you, this is what I want. And you can open yourself up to new experiences. So I hope this helped. Oh my gosh, this was quite the reading. And yeah, it's right before summer. This is going to be a little bit of a heavy month. And I picked that up on the last reading I did. So I hope this really helped. And thank you. Check out my website. See about the subscriptions if you want. But again, I hope this message really resonated and helps you out.